Hello, Steve Mills here, and back with you with some thoughts today, some thoughts about how to get to £1,000,000. I don't know where you are in your business right now, whether you're a startup, a really small business, or perhaps you're already at 1,000,000 and you want to get to 10 million or you get to 100 million, I don't know. But this video really is about how to get to 1,000,000. And I'm calling the video Millionaire Maths. It's really about understanding the maths that equates to £1,000,000 worth of sales. Now, I got a sheet down here so I don't get it wrong. So I'm just going to go through it, if I may, and just give you my understanding and just give you a thought as to how you and your business could get to £1,000,000 worth of sales. And it starts off with basically a £10 sale. If you're going to sell, I don't know, something like hours, you're going to sell your time in hours for £10, and I sincerely hope you're not. Perhaps you've got a book that you want to sell, or you've got a £10 product. You've got to sell, obviously, 100,000 of those. 100,000 of those times 10 equals £1,000,000. Okay. Next one up, if you've got a £100 product, maybe you charge £100 an hour. You've got to do 10,000 hours to get a £100 sale into £1,000,000. Let's take another leap up the scale there. If you've got a £1,000 product, then you need, obviously, to create 1,000 sales of your £1,000 product in order to get to £1,000,000. And the last one I've got here is a £10,000 product. If you've got a £10,000 product, then you only need to sell 100 of them to get to £1,000,000. And obviously, I suppose if you've got I don't know, a £100,000 product, then without being an accountant, I can probably work out that you need 10 sales in order to achieve that. And I actually picked this up from a guy called Dan Lok, and it's not rocket science, is it? And I'm sure you appreciate, it's fairly obvious and even. But I also believe it's good to have an understanding of what you need to do. What does success look like? Now, you may not be trying to get to £1,000,000. You may be trying to get to your first, 6 figures, getting to 100 grand. And if you know that your product sells for £1,000, then it just makes sense to have that nailed down as a target for you to try to achieve over a period of time, so that if it was 100 grand, for example, and you got a £1,000 product, then how many products you need to sell in the year, and then you could break that down into months, or even into days, or even into hours, as to how many sales that you need to create, how many meetings you need to create, how many leads you need to create in order to create that ultimate goal, which is 100,000, £1,000,000, or maybe 100 million. And so, what does that look like for you? That's really the message behind this video. I hope it was of value. I hope you spend the time to think about what does your £1,000,000 maths look like. And obviously you may have £10,000 products, you may have a £1,000 product, you may have a £10 product. So work out what you need to do, what your business needs to do in order to create that goal, that £1,000,000 for your business. So thank you very much for listening. If you want to know more from me, contact me at www.stevemills.co. Thanks again.